Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. A very special welcome if you are new. My name is Leah Simpson. This is Homeschool at Heart, and today I'm going to be giving you a health update. Alright guys, so hopefully you're not new. Hopefully this is not the first time you've been to this channel. But if you are brand new and you don't know, I am a homeschool mom of 3, and this channel is usually all about homeschool. I am in the middle of sort of a health crisis, and so I'm doing some health related things right now too, in addition to my usual homeschool content. And so this video is giving an update about the current situation with my health things. So I am going to give some apologies right up front with this video. One is my voice sounds terrible. I am on like day 10 of a really weird summer cold that like is just hanging on for forever. It seems like, I don't know. I thought that the worst was already over with it, and then all of a sudden, like, my voice just like decided to go away the day of an audition, actually. So like, that's not great. But I've got my tea right here. I will be probably pausing to drink it. I won't make you listen to me drink it, but I will be taking some breaks during this video to drink some tea and hopefully make my voice not sound like I'm an 80-year-old smoker. But that is happening. Also, my eye, I don't know if you guys can see it, but my from coughing so much today, I blew a blood vessel or something in my eye, and so it's really red. So it looks really bad. I would normally, you can't see it as much when I have my glasses on, but because I had to do this when it's dark outside, I had to have my ring lights on, and it just makes me crazy when I'm editing to see the ring light in my glasses. So I imagine it makes you guys crazy when you're watching me to see the ring light reflecting in my glasses. So I'm not wearing my glasses right now. And thirdly, the cricket. The cricket is back. It's like behind my piano. I don't know why it wants to be in my house. But it made a cameo in a previous video, and I didn't realize that the camera would pick it up. And then when I was editing the video, I listened to it for like half the video, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so annoying. Anyway, so sorry about the cricket. Hopefully it will stop singing its song soon, and we won't have to listen to it anymore. But I don't have any other time to do this video, so we're gonna have to just live with it. So, anyway, so this is the deal. So I have explained the condition before, but in case you don't know what I have a condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which basically means that my brain thinks that it has a tumor. It does not have a tumor. My head has too much cerebral spinal fluid in it. I am making too much of it and not able to get rid of the fluid. Your body typically continuously makes the fluid, but it also is able to move the fluid out of your head, usually. I have some narrowed veins in the back of my head, and we're hoping that that is why we can't get rid of the fluid. And we're hoping that a stent being placed in the back of my head will cause the fluid to be able to move out properly, and then enough of it will move out that it will help me to not have so many symptoms. So because my brain thinks it has a tumor, I'm having all of the symptoms of a brain tumor. So I'm having visual disturbances, I'm having dizziness, I'm having terrible headaches, I'm having tinnitus, like pulsating tinnitus in one of my ears. I'm having all kinds of weird symptoms that I won't get into right now, but Anyway, so that is the kind of basic rundown of what my health issue is. So I had 3 weeks ago, I think, coming up on a month ago, a cerebral angiogram, and I posted a whole video about that procedure, and I'll try to link it, but it was just a couple videos back if you want to watch that I detail the entire procedure in that video. I talk about the entire thing in depth. So if you are curious about what that was like, it was an awake brain surgery where they went up with a catheter through my femoral artery in my leg and took pictures of the inside of my brain, basically. When they were doing that, one of the things that they wanted to see was they wanted to do some advanced imaging of the aneurysm that I had behind my left eye. And the other thing that they wanted to see was they wanted to look at the veins on the back of my head because they wanted to double check that a stent was going to be something that would be helpful to me, because we don't want to put a bunch of metal tubes in the back of my head if they're going to do nothing to help me. That's, we don't want to do unnecessary procedures if they're not going to be helpful. Good news is that they think that the stent will actually help. So what the doctor had said, and I had said this in my last video about this topic, was that we were supposed to be able to schedule the stenting procedure right from the angiogram procedure. And after the angiogram happened, he was like, well, I want to have a follow-up in my office so I could show you the imaging. And I was on the operating room table, awake, but a little bit groggy from the meds and stuff. And so I was like, okay, this is weird. But as I continued thinking about it, I was like, he must have seen something in the imaging that made him not want to just go ahead and schedule this. So, I knew it had to be this aneurysm, guys. I knew it. I just knew it had to be the aneurysm. And so we were supposed to wait until the beginning of October for the follow-up. That was the soonest we could get. I looked at the location that was closest to us. He also has an office that's about an hour away from us. Oh my gosh. He started again. Maybe he'll stop. Maybe the cricket will stop. I was searching for an appointment high and low with my doctor, trying to get the soonest appointment I could. We got on a waiting list, and praise the Lord, an appointment came up this past week. And so we did get to go in and see him and talk with him about the things. So the aneurysm is the reason that he wanted to see us in his office and show us all the imaging. Originally with the MRA, which is it's like an MRI, but it's of your arteries, all the arteries and everything in my head. That was where they found the aneurysm originally. It was saying that it was approximately 4 millimeters. So with those types of imaging systems, you can't really get a super accurate picture. You're getting just slices of it, and so they couldn't get everything they needed. So when they did the angiogram, they were able to, he showed it to me. You can get 3D imaging, you can get right up on it, you can see the whole thing. And so they were able to get really accurate, precise measurements of it. And so 4 millimeters is a small aneurysm. So they have categories of small, medium, large, And I don't know if it gets bigger than large, because I think at that point it's, you're just, they just put you right into the emergency operating room and they take care of it. So a small aneurysm, they don't worry about dealing with it, because if it decides to bleed, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to bleed and it's going to take care of itself. Like, it'll stop bleeding at some point, and it won't be enough blood to really worry about. But once you get into medium or large aneurysms, those become life-threatening and they want to take care of them. So this aneurysm went from being a 4 millimeter aneurysm on the MRA to being a 5.4 millimeter aneurysm in actuality. So that puts the aneurysm into the life-threatening medium category. So it's not large, it's medium. So we are not being rushed into surgery, but it's enough of a risk. It's enough. I don't want to say risk. It's not a risk. We're okay. It's enough of a concern that we need to get it taken care of. And so he wanted to talk to us about that. He does want to do the stenting procedure, the surgery to have the stent put into the back of my head. But he wanted to know which one I wanted to do first. The thing with both of them is that you have to be on blood thinners. So the aneurysm is not causing me any actual problems right now, other than maybe some anxiety. Not maybe. It is causing me anxiety. Nobody hears that they have an aneurysm and thinks, oh, good. The narrowing of the blood vessels in the back of my head is definitely causing me some problems. I am not able to live my life some of the days because I have to go lay down in my bed and sleep off headaches. So, he did give me the option of doing the stent first and said that he wouldn't judge me for choosing that. However, going on blood thinners when you have an aneurysm is risky. So we chose to deal with the aneurysm first. And that's going to be happening on November 12th. So that's still, today is September 21st. So, that's still 6 weeks away. And he's gonna try to do both procedures at the same time. But it's going to be a long surgery, and he's not sure with the, I'll be put out for that with a breathing tube and, like all of the things that you do when you have a long surgery. So I may or may not get the stent that day is basically what I'm saying. So that's kind of just where we're at with all of that. There are some risks. It's brain surgery, and they're dealing with, an artery that's like right behind my eye. So there's the risk of going blind in that eye. There's the risk of blood clots and strokes. There's the risk of losing my speech. There's the risk of losing motor function on the right side of my body. All of those things are very small risks, according to my doctor, and I trust him. So the procedure for that aneurysm is going to be like the angiogram procedure, where they're going to go up through an artery and I guess he's going to use a stent. Usually they would use like a wire coil, a titanium wire coil, but they can't do that with this one because the base of it is too wide. Of course, I have, you know, a weird aneurysm. It can't be a normal aneurysm. It has to be a weird one. So instead, he's going to put a stent in there, and I can't remember what he said about like the way that it works, but basically the stent will cause the aneurysm to lose its blood supply, and it will shrink on its own over time, and it will basically like shrink away to nothing, and then it'll be gone. The stent will just remain inside of my head forever, and that's just where it's going to be. So that is that. And then if my body is doing fine with all of that, and the anesthesia and everything is still stable, then he'll go on and do the stent after that. So hopefully we'll have some really good results from the stent. Hopefully the aneurysm will not give him any trouble. So I think that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. You can leave them in the comments. And yeah, I'm an open book as far as all this stuff goes. I don't feel like any of it needs to be kept a secret. We did already tell the kids, so if you want to know if you need to be hush-hush around the kids, they know what's going on with it. They are troopers. They're very brave. They know that it's scary. They know that there are a lot of feelings about it. They know that God's in control. They know that we have a really good surgeon. They do also know that Mom and Dad are scared about it, and that sometimes Mom and Dad are going to have some big feelings about it too, and that's also okay. And we're going to get together, or we're going to get through it together as a family, and that it's going to be okay. So, friends and family, it's okay to be scared, and it's okay to have feelings about it, because it is scary, and it is big, and it is kind of unreal and weird. But God is in control, and He does know, and He has already gone before. He has provided me with a terrific surgeon who specializes in aneurysms and specializes in idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which is a disease that almost nobody has heard of. And I am very blessed for that. So, anyway, I don't want everybody to think that I am just a person who is not emotional about this, and that this isn't bothering me, that I'm just strong and brave and dealing with it well, because I'm not always. But I am trusting the Lord that He is going to do something good with this, and that He loves me and has the best for me and for my family, and we just have to wait and see what that is. So that is my update, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay guys, so funny story time. I don't know if you guys, I think maybe I shared this like way back when we first got our van. So we've had our van for like coming up on a year and a half maybe. And dude, this cricket, man, it's like in this corner back here. It is making me crazy. It's probably making you crazy too. I'm really sorry about it. But anyway, when we first got our van, there was this bird. And this bird, I don't know what the deal is with this bird, but we park our van in our driveway, and this bird like was landing every morning on the side mirror and trying to get into the van. And then like trying to get into the driver's side window, and then it would like hop across the car on the top and then land on the mirror on the passenger side, and then like try to get in through the passenger side window. I don't know what the deal was with the bird. Anyway, we hadn't seen the bird in a little while, and I was like, I wonder what happened to that bird. But today, the bird's back. The bird is back, you guys. So I'll show you guys the bird. She's back. She was trying to get back in my car. I don't know what's so exciting about the inside of my car, but there's like, we don't even have little kids anymore. There's no like French fries or Cheerios or anything cool in there for her to eat. I don't know. There's something. She wants something in there. So that's my story for you today. Cute little birdie is back. I feel like we should name her. What should we name her, you guys? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.